Darat.
One oh 1.1 Smart FM, the spirit of Indonesia. Back, back with the greatest of all time programs, English Smart of Your Life, English Communities of Makassar. I'm Nana as the host today, and I'm not alone. Yeah, as you can see, um, there are some speakers that make me the prettiest today. Yeah, and please introduce yourself, like your name and also your community. Maybe we can start from my right.
Let me help.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, introduce myself. My name is Andi Agi Ampani Baskar. You can call me Agi. I'm student to Indonesia Muslim University, major in law, 3 semester, and I'm from to BPC, Bintang Payua English Club Makassar, and BPC. We have 3 schedule. The first schedule is Lovely Sunday meeting in our place to Fort Rotterdam, and Lovely Sunday meeting we have many agendas, such as agenda is who I am, icebreaking, debate, discussion, building skill and announcement, and the second schedule is TOT, training of trainer. In our place to training of trainer is Yota Petarani Yota, yeah, and TOT we always making to learn about basic in English, and the second schedule is edutainment, education and entertainment. And education and entertainment we have we have 2 items, such as to a podcast and reading book. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, very interesting, Agi.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are lots of program. So, if people want to join BPEC, how can they join?
Okay, maybe you can to follow in our Instagram, namely BPEC Makassar official underscore.
Okay, thank you, Agi. Okay, the next one.
All right. My name is Anas. I'm a student from Poltepar Makassar, and I'm from PMEC, Poltepar Makassar English Club. And our schedule, because I say already schedule, my schedule is our club is only one, and every weekly meeting. It's a weekly meeting, once a week. It's a Sunday. It's about 2 hours. We getting around and sharing our thought about how we improve our English and have fun and play video games or stuff like that. And if you guys want to join our club, our organization, you can follow our Instagram is pmec.info. You can check it out. Thank you.
Okay, very nice, Anas. The next one on the left.
Okay, so yeah, let me introduce myself. My name is Nova Mufli. I'm a freelancer, and now I'm free because I can join with all of you guys in here. So yeah, smart viewers and also smart listeners at home. I come from Equinsa. It was in Romampolong, but nowadays we moved to Patalasang, our shelter. Okay. So you guys, if you want to join Equinsa, you can check our Instagram in Equinsa, ECUINSA.
Okay, that's a great
Yeah.
explanation. The next one.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My complete name is Rijal Mahril, but most of my students call me Mr. Ruchi for short. So I'm famous because of that name, Mr. Ruchi. And no one even recognize my name, Rijal Mahril. Well, I come here to represent Al Khair. Al Khair is one of our organization, just like which encompasses like Islamic study. So we learn about Islamic knowledge, Islamic study, but the means of instruction, the means of language, but the language is used the other language other than Indonesia, like Arabic language, English, and also at that time like Germany, if I'm not wrong, because but the German teacher maybe has continued study abroad. I don't know. So, but mostly Arabic and English most often the time, because sometimes in a group I got a new knowledge because English is like has a cluster different specific of English ESP different registers like specific vocabularies. So I really learn a lot in the group. Even in the group I just talk, oh, this is the new vocabularies for me. So also about our activities, just like we do outing activities, like how to say, we do recreational activities outside, but still learning study about Islamic knowledge and Islamic study. Thank you, that's all. If you want to join, I don't know about the social media of Al Khair. I will join it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ruchi. So we have Mr. Agi, right? Agi, Mr. Anas, Mr. Nov, and Mr. Ruchi. Yeah, and today we're gonna talk about developed country. Yeah, very interesting topic. And the first question is, what comes to your mind when you heard this topic, developed country? Maybe we're gonna go with Mr. Ruchi.
Okay.
What comes to your mind?
Talking about developed countries, so there will be a multitude of aspects to consider. The first is economic, from economic aspect. So one of the criteria, the features of a state or country being called or being defined developed countries is from economic, like GDP gross domestic product, and also income per person. So the higher the income that they got, so it can be defined as a developed country sport. Next will be about technology. The most modern, the most sophisticated the technology a country adopts, so it can be also definition what a so-called country defined as a developed countries. So, and then about the education. So why most people from other countries study abroad? Because they know that when they seek the knowledge, when they pursue the knowledge, get the knowledge from the abroad, they will get the highest level of quality education. It means that education aspect really impact potentially about the change or transformation of a single country. So most often the time, so people from all over the world really choose the best campuses, the best universities around the world if they want to seek the knowledge, pursue the further education, higher education, universities and college. And the last one will be about education and living standard. So when the person's like living standard, so when the living standard is all about like it will concern about how prospective, how someone really advance their way of life. They can how to say, their lifestyle, their way of enjoying their lives. So like everything is in the form of automation, even like in their home, just like they just activate their device at home, please prepare blah 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 blah, and then that machine works for them, and then when they come back home, they are prepared with like say toast, milk, and everything. So that's why living standard and also automatically income, of course. I think that's all comes up to my mind.
We just heard the first speaker, but it's already complex. Yeah, lots of aspect that you said before. But let's listen to Mr. Nov opinion.
Okay, so it's about my opinion in the developed country. Developed country. Okay, talking about developed country, I think like I imagine some of the countries like United States of America, and also in Asia we have Japan, we have China, in most of European country, and as we can see, the developed countries like they have a high quality of life, they have developed economy, and as Mr. Ruchi said before, and it's defined like from the per capita income, and also most of the developed country is like they have advanced technological industry. So it means like the human resource, it must be very difficult to they have a difficult challenge to go in some industry or something like that. I think the developed country, they have all of them, they have from many factors, from many aspects. Okay.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah.
Talking about it, about the advanced technological, because it's very broad. Broad aspect.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah. Next with Mr. Anas.
All right. So about developed country. All right. Well, Mr. Uchi already said almost all of them. It's in every detail. Like, still I can explore. I mean, it's a simple things actually. If you want to know a developed country, it's actually basically if the country is provide a higher quality of education and healthcare. Also, that's the most important. Healthcare and living for the people there. That's basically we can say that people or that country is a developed country. The thing I don't want to go further, but that's the thing. Maybe that's all for me.
Okay, so you mentioned one that haven't said before about healthcare in developed country. Okay, for the last one, Mr. Agi.
Okay. Okay. For me, in my mind about the development country, maybe a developing country is a country has hike the economic quality, hike the infrastructure and social welfare and social security. I think overall development country has a great potential to be the superpower country. Because the country have to anything such as to humans research and nature of research. I think that's all.
Okay, so we already heard all of them. A lot about the income, about the advanced technology, healthcare, even security. Lots of aspect that we really dream, I guess. As a part of Indonesia, that of course we know it's not developed country, but it's developing country. So next we're gonna move to the next question, which is do you know like the major problem of developed country? So we already talk about some aspects, but do you know like the major problem like they face? Okay, maybe we're gonna go from my right, Mr. Agi.
What?
Do you know some problem that developed country face?
maybe the problem of development country maybe for their raw material, and not not have to other country to have to raw material, such as to America to always to how to say bergantung Indonesia for raw material, as we know that to Indonesia meant to producing to palm oil and nickel in the world, and this goods to really it needs to America from their industry and technology from the future. Yeah, I think that's all.
Yeah, I just it comes to my mind like, oh, raw material. Yeah, they're not really rich about the raw material such as oil or something. It it's sometimes from the developing country. Okay, next, Mr. Anas.
Talking about a major problem in a developed country, I will not say all of them, but I will give an example from Korea, that Korea have a major problem with their human. Like, there's so many how can I say suicide people, because I don't know why, but I think the country is really push their stuff and their human resource to like high education and stuff, and that makes them really stressful on that country. And there's a lot of stuff. For example, I get to like raw material. I mean, there's still a lot of country that developed country have a raw material, but most of them doesn't have. They still need to from developing country to give their raw material to creating stuff and whatever. Okay, that's all about it. Maybe there's stuff, but I will stop.
Okay, so I couldn't agree more, yeah, about like one of the example that you gave to us about the suicide from Korea. Yeah, because of their reality, they are so harsh with their life, so they cannot control like the mental health they have or something else. And Mr. Nov, do you have any idea about it?
Okay, so it's all about the major problem that face of developed country. Okay, yeah, as we can see, like their quality, because there's a lot of challenger in the industry, for example, like that. And yeah, as we can see also in Japan, they have like something like they have a view of place that unmonitored, like they have the dirty, as we can see like Japan in social media, they so clean from the city, but yeah, in another sector they have yeah, like a jerk or something like that, in I think like in South Osaka, whatever, like could be. And yeah, I think the most problem is like they have unbalanced. They have unbalanced monitor of the government itself. Okay, so I think that maybe Mr. Richie have another opinion about it.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
about the example that you gave, like about like unbalanced monitor.
Yeah.
In the city, they
Yeah.
control everything very clear.
But in the village, maybe they have
Countryside.
less monitor.
Yeah. But I think some of media like they spread about
Yeah.
currently.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, next, Mr. Ruchi. Any idea about it?
Well, talking about how to say social issues that happening in the especially in developed countries, as far as we know that the development or the advancements of a country is not in line with the how to zero problems. Not they have like, of course, even they face like complex issues, complex problems. For the first one is like something that feasible, like crime rates. Even that you have to know the crime rates, even in the developed countries like America, we can say that it is like a melting point. It's the place where all people from all races, from all from all races, from all tribes, from all kinds of people around the world, from all the continent, gather there. So it doesn't automatically guarantee that the level of prospective jobs flourishing there. Nah. But even like maybe from the outside we can see that America is like, oh my God, it's like they are really welfare, but we don't know. Something like, just like analogically to see someone, oh, he looks happy from outside, but what about the inside? So there will be a paradoxically, there will be a problem inside. There will be something inside the problem. We don't have to judge. He's happy, but we cannot even like explore the inside aspect of themselves. And the next one will be just like I agree with the Mr. Agi say that it's like mental well-being, mental health. Mental health is one important issue, one critical issue happening in most developed countries. Yeah, because they have high expectation on achieving everything in their life. They don't rely heavily on God. They don't believe in God. They think that they have their own superiority. They think that they can do everything. They are they have power. They have there is no power beyond them, like that. They really heavily on God, but that's why they may think like they think beyond the limit, like break the limit. So, but we have a limitation to be a human being. Like we have a limited knowledge, limited ability to see what's lying over there, because our our views is just like peripheral. We just see what's available in front of us, but beyond that thing we don't know metaphysically. So when what they expect is not like in the reality, so they got stressed. That's why mental hospital there is more crowded than the physical hospital, rather than mental hospital is more crowded than this one, because physically they look good, but psychologically inside the heart they are not. Even they do healing everywhere. They spend a lot of money, they spend a lot of time for traveling anywhere, but they don't enjoy it. Even in our country, they just eat the way they are, just like nasi putih, like with the family, but they happy. Happiness is not located in what you see, but what you feel. I think that's all. Thank you.
Yeah. Very interesting. Yeah, like about the crime rate, of course, like America, like like currently, like I saw like a news about the drugs, like a place that like drugs free, like very chaos. So okay, so talking about a developed country, of course, we really hope that Indonesia, can be a developed country in the future. Hopefully, yeah, it's a dream for all of us. But do you have any idea like what Indonesia can do to be a developed country? Yeah, what Indonesia can do. Of course, like the effort, maybe like the government put or something. We're gonna go with Mr. No.
Okay, so how Indonesia can be the developed country? I think like we have to develop our education sector. From myself, like I think that we can see like the curriculum is just like stuck in there, and yeah, there is no big difference between nowadays and the past. Like I think that's why there most of our students go abroad to search more knowledge, like in the Middle East, in the Europe, in the Australia, in near of us. And yeah, I think the it, like industrial, I think that's okay, but in educational sector, I think it's very important to that we have to, yeah, we have to make it higher from nowadays, because yeah, as we see, there is a lot of people like in I mean like students in how to say, in senior high school. We have like a viral in social media. They cannot read, they cannot they have the difficult in there. But actually we have learned in the how to say, when we was in a kindergarten, like we have to put more expectation in, so education can be more great and better to the future, I think, like that.
Yeah, about the educational system. Yeah, of course, we need some
How to say, gebrakan.
yes, significant.
Breakthrough. Yeah, in our current president, we hope like they can
Yeah.
they came with the new hope, with the new breakthrough, like that.
Yep, of course,
New
like
power.
the new ministry, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
The Ministry of Education. We hope the best for
Yeah.
the education.
Yeah.
Even like people going for to overseas, like to study. We
Mhm.
hope that Indonesia also can be a place, yeah, to study. But yeah, let's see for the next year. Yeah.
For this period of the president.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Next, Mr. Richie.
Oh, me again.
Yes.
Well, I couldn't agree more on what Mr. No said, that education is the most fundamental aspect to invest for Indonesian people. But I think our government Indonesia been um, has been trying to improve the education by providing more scholarships, sponsorships for the, how to say, for the young generations of Indonesia, like LPDP and many kinds of scholarships. So that is a way, because let's see, reflect to the, how to say, the bombing even in Japan, like the bombing even in Japan, Nagasaki. It's like that kind of even really devastated Japan. But what Japan did at the time, not doing anything but looking for the alive teachers. It means that it indicated that this kind of job is a really critical job, because why? From the teacher can teach, can make people smart, can transform people, educate people to be better one. Maybe you bring doctors, just like they're gonna get healthy, but being healthy, but not being smart, not being clever. So how could a country can how to say, reach their potential to be better? So I think on how to say, on that note, I would say that education is critical aspect to be developed. And also in Malaysia, let's reflect again from the in Malaysia, ever, let's say, imported, I don't know, in Malaysia look for teachers from Indonesia, from the history, look for teachers from Indonesia. At that time, now Malaysia becomes more developed than Indonesia. Why? The significance, the importance of teachers, this kind of how to say, this kind of profession, because it really, how to say, improve the level of development in every single country. If you ask me, does Indonesian government has started to, how to say, has provided solution? Yes, by providing more scholarships, even like short-term courses, 3 months, and many things. I think the only problem is the young generation, whether they want or not. Like, because finding a scholarship is only provided for those how to say, a never-ending spirit, because pursuing scholarship is not as easy as it. Although you are clever, intelligent, but you are not having high commitment to pursue that scholarship, you will not get it. So luckily our government has supported the young generations to send the young generations to study all around the world, let's say LPDP. And then that's why because how to say, the more smart people live in every single country, the more they will change the face of every single country. I think that. Thank you.
Okay, I can talk that the existence of teacher is really crucial, right? Even people like can gain like more knowledge overseas and help Indonesia later when they come back with a new significant power.
Oh, and also one thing is like mentality. Can I add one? Okay.
Of course.
Like mindset or mentality. I ever heard my friend studied abroad. He say there are a lot of clever people from Indonesia. A lot of people clever from Indonesia. It's only about the mindset in seeing every single thing. The way Indonesian people, no, I don't generalize, I don't generalize, like the way people see, not only to see the problem from different angle. That's the problem. So if there is a problem, don't focus on the problem, but the solution of that problem. I think like the mindset only and mentality, because most of us, if we want to achieve something, when we are faced with the many challenges, sometimes we give up in the middle of pursuing that target. I think that's all.
Okay, about the mentality, actually we have potential to go farther and higher.
Yes.
Sometimes we easily to give up.
Commitment, and also like attitude, I think.
Okay, next is Mr. Anas. What do you think about it?
All right. I mean, I will example from Indonesia how we become developed country. Like, I cannot agree both of my bro and my mister in here that talking about education is the most fundamental. I think we can focus on, if you want to be developed country, is the way we produce our teacher. Like, we have a lot of teacher actually, but here's the things. I'm not gonna say all of them, generalizing, but every single, I mean high school or elementary school, I met almost like 80% is the teacher is not really good at the way they're teaching. Like, I don't know why, but I don't know. Indonesia we producing a lot of teacher, but the teacher is not quality enough to teaching. And also, Mr. Uchi said that our mentality, like we are, I don't know, if you guys see in the social media that we are the most lazy country in the world. That's, I don't know if that's true or not, but relax, lazy and relax at the same time. It's boggling to me. It's really funny. I mean, I can understand that. I'm too like kind of that stuff. But if we wanted to become developed country, we need to change our mentality and our teacher itself. That and also, I'm sorry. What else? There's a lot, but education is more the fundamental one. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you.
In another side, the quality of teacher, also vital for Indonesia to become a developed country in the future. The last one, Mr. Agi.
Okay, maybe for me to how to how to be Indonesia to development country. Maybe for me, focus to improve their education and their infrastructure. Yeah, because maybe after has to explain about the education, I will explain about the infrastructure, because the infrastructure with well can to the goods can to the channel the various regional the various regional with easily, and then to developing country it with Indonesia can to big contribute the various aspects, such as to raw material, such as to the human research, natural research, yeah, like that, to can to as we know that to the economic global right now, the development country are a great competition unheld to development countryside and developing countryside. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, so you also talk about the infrastructure, which is really important. But talking about Indonesia, what the infrastructure that should be fixed? What do you think about it?
Maybe such as to railway, such as to railway Maros, yeah,
Okay, Mara.
it's easily, yeah, IKN, yeah, and tol Makassar, maybe, yeah, that's all.
Okay, so you give a simple example, yeah,
Yeah.
around us about the infrastructure. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next question because we already heard, yeah, about the education, yeah, and also like the infrastructure, yeah, which is very important to Indonesia to become a developed country. And my question is, in your opinion, how long Indonesia can be a developed country? How long we can achieve that dream? We're gonna go to Mr. Anas. Yes.
2045. Yes, sir.
2000.
No, I'm just joking around. I mean, as our government say that our goal is want to be become developed countries 2045 maybe, but here's the things that the way we program our policy and stuff is really bad. Like for example, our APBN, I cannot say the English, but APBN is education is really low. The way that we government give it to education is really low, and how we expect to become developed country if that low. I heard last time is science is a 2%. Like what? How we become developed country if that the way that we create the policies, and maybe if we can even more faster if the goal is 2045, maybe 2014 or whatever. If we have a good policy, especially for government, if a government really care about us, like they have a really like they really think that we want to be developed country. We cannot just like this and get like just jalan di tempat like they're stuck like the other ASEAN, for example. We cannot do that. Like Malaysia already doing it. They focus on their education. I see a lot of advertisement on their college in Indonesia. Like so many Indonesia want to college in Malaysia. That's our neighbor. Why the hell you going to Malaysia to learning or stuff that you here? It means that our education really low other than Malaysia. Like that's the things, education. If we're gonna move on, is I will talk about for example, Korean. Korean was a developing country. We have a same start, but the thing is, South Korean, say, they doing really great, and how they creating policy, and how they're what is that called again? Create relationship with their company in there, like they what's that called again? Linked it in a company in Korean. Like if we heard about Korean and South Korean, most likely we're gonna heard that it's not government that control Korean itself, but it's the company. We cannot copy that into Indonesia, but we can learn it, that how they in their country to create relationship with their company, same as Indonesia. Maybe we can try to doing same, but not really give it the what is it called? I forgot. Benefit from the company instead of the government or in the people on there. I think that's it. Thank you.
Okay, so we can start from changing to a better policy, right? Okay, so next one, Mr. Agi.
Okay, maybe I don't know how long to Indonesia to be development country, but if in our government focus to improve our education and improve to our sustainable development, maybe Indonesia can to be grow into to development country, because and maybe Indonesia right now doing to focus to maybe to reduce to dependence of export import for raw material and their energy, their nature, yeah, and energy. And Indonesia also must to do improve their humans research, their SDM, their to natural research, because in this aspect really important, really to improve their economic, to improve their to technology from to Indonesia and to other country. Yeah, I think that's all.
Okay, yeah. There's a lot, yeah, talking about it. And you also mentioned about what before? Yeah,
Human research.
resource. Yeah, which is it's really important because we, as part of Indonesia, like we gain like soft skill
Yeah,
and
so-
also hard skill. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the human resource can be like a maximal quality, or something like that. Very nice. Okay, the next one, Mr. No.
Yeah, as we heard before, like a human resource. Yeah, before we know how long Indonesia can take their goals to become how to say developed country in 2045. That's our goal. But yeah, as long as our mindset, our human resource is not compatible in our generation, like I think we need more time to become a developed country, because I think before we improve our education, before we improve our technological aspect, industrial aspect, and economical statement like this, I think the fundamental aspect is like how we can control ourselves as the community, as the people of Indonesia. Like even I heard from my teachers, it was a few years ago, they said, like, he said to me, how can we become a developed country before our human research is gonna be better to the future. Like it means like nowadays people they can't keep their mouth, they can't how to say in Arabic language, they say, how to say in the no man jada wajada. I think like salamatul insan fi hifzil lisan. It means like how how we can keep our mouth to don't be mad to the other people like that. So yeah, we can keep their self to become more calm and more how to say, to relax. And yeah, we can see most all of us in as a people of Indonesia, we too relax to it means like terlalu santai to enjoy and their life. So I think we have more we think yeah, it's like yeah, we have to become more creative. We have to become more, we have to put we must to put high how to say, high target, especially to ourselves, because we have to develop our country. Yeah, I think that's all for me.
Okay, very nice. The next one, Mr. Ruchi.
Okay, well, maybe to recap, conclusion or to recap all of these things, I have my own view, because Indonesia is, how to say, is rich for its natural resources, but we lack of like human resources. We realize it, and our government realized that kind of thing. That's why, and our government realized that Indonesia has massive bonus demographic. Massive bonus demographic, like the explosion of the young generations will be in the future will be more than the, how to say, the elders. So this triggered them to provide a lot of scholarships in order to welcome the golden Indonesia, maybe to 2045. I don't know whether we are still alive or not. We cannot guarantee whether we are still alive or not, but to welcome the golden Indonesia, there are many things that the government should prepare. So the first thing to do is like to, how to say, to improve the educational system. I agreed. I ever saw what I cited from what the Vice Ministry of Education Professor, I don't know, the woman with like China's face, like Prof. Stella.
Okay.
Prof. Stella said
Prof. Stella.
Indonesia should still have to reconsider the educational objectives of higher education. The educational objective of higher education is to encourage the students to create knowledge, not just to get knowledge. That's why R&D, research and development, should be encouraged, and innovation should be encouraged rather than giving the students lecturers. That's why now this like project-based learning should be encouraged in higher education context. Because why? It triggers them in a university level. It's not about the students just like get the knowledge from the lectures and going back home, sleep. No, campus home, and come back to hometown without anything. They have to create something. And also what I read from my friends who studied, not me, but my friends studied abroad, just the educational system in abroad, like Australia, even from like junior high school level, they have been specialized. Like they like to make robot, they make robot until senior high school, then they create something, just like how to say, to make. But in our country, that all the subjects incorporated in one, I think even we are as a teachers, can they get the input from all of the subjects? They have to memorize things, civic education, math, chemistry, and even they don't know, they don't need them in the future. They just need what they like. Like my friends say in Australia, if they like playing volleyball, they play football from the morning until they come back. So they have to specialize. It's impossible for people to know everything. We don't need to know everything. We just need to know what we are really capable of, what we can do. So yeah, expertise. That's why there are many expert people abroad. In our country, we know everything. Mr. Know It All. We know everything. We know this one. We know this one. We know this one. Even like the lecturer of the supervisor of my friend who studied abroad, like statistic lecturer. He just taught statistic. Even like students from Western Australia look for him in Sydney because that expertise. What about us? Lecturers in our country teaching this one, so no expertise.
Okay.
That's why educational system should be refined, should be improved.
Okay, well,
Thank you.
thank you so much. The next is Mr. Nov. Do you have like any conclusion for the
maybe.
topic?
No, I don't have any conclusion because I think it's more complex than I expected before.
How about the
So,
closing
yeah.
statement?
Yeah, I think to become a developed country, Indonesia have to increase a lot of aspect as our speakers in this evening said before. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so how about you? Do you have any conclusion for this topic or like closing statement about developed country?
Well, yeah, I don't know, but I think I agreed with Mr. Uchi that we good all like everything, but we not specialize it. Like we know everything, we good at all the things, but we're not special. We just good at it. That's it. I think we need to more create a human resource that good and specialize more, and that's all to me. Thank you.
Okay, the last one, Mr. Agi.
Okay, maybe as we know that to developing country play a role important to other country because development country have to hike the economic quality, hike to humans research, and hike to have to energy, and then as to Indonesia, as to developing country, many to banyak belajar to from to development country to how to improve their economic, how to improve their sustainable development, and how to improve to our SDM, like to development country. Okay, that's all.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, it's a very insightful, yeah, for all of us talking about developed country. Thank you so much for all the speaker, Mr. Ruchi, Mr. Nov, Mr. Anas, and Mr. Agi. Well, it's the end of this program. Yeah, Smart of Your Life, English Communities of Makassar. Yeah, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. And see you next week. Okay.